can read you like a book.
Really looks sharp.
The Muscatine City Council will come to order. Begin this evening with a roll call. Fran?
Councilmembers Lorette,
Present.
Fitzgerald,
Present.
Nactig,
Present.
Shahade,
Present.
Bynum,
Present.
Phillips,
Present.
Spread,
Present.
all present, Your Honor.
Very good. Thank you, Fran. Folks, would you stand and join me in our Pledge of Allegiance?
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good evening, everyone. We'll begin this evening with comments from citizens. If anyone in council chambers has an issue they'd like to discuss with council that is not included in tonight's agenda, now would be the time to come forward. Very good. Item 5, consent agenda. The following items are considered to be routine by the city council and will be enacted by one motion. There will be no separate discussion of these items unless a council member so requests, in which event the item will be removed from the consent agenda and considered in its normal sequence on the agenda. Is there a motion to approve the consent agenda, which includes items 6A through B, items 8A through C, and by the way, item D, which your agenda probably shows in item D, has been dropped from the consent agenda for this evening. Items 9A and B, filing of communications, which is 12A through F, and tonight's bills totaling $1,834,226.08.
Move its approval.
Is that a motion, Jeanette? Okay, and a second?
Second.
Who got it?
Jeanette made the motion, and Mark made the second.
Okay.
Any discussion, council? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Motion carries 7-0. All righty, dropping down to item 11 from the city administrator, 11A. Presented for city council's consideration is a resolution accepting completed work for the 2013 asphalt overlay program and authorizing final payment. The contract for this project was awarded to Brandt Construction Company of Milan, Illinois, in the amount of $192,204. There was one change order totaling $500, bringing the final project cost to $192,704. Is there a motion to adopt the resolution as submitted?
So move.
Bob?
Second.
Second, Tom. Any discussion, council? This is a roll call vote, beginning with Bob.
Aye.
Osama?
Aye.
Scott?
Aye.
Phil?
Aye.
Mark?
Aye.
Tom?
Aye.
And Jeanette?
Aye.
Motion carries 7-0. Item B, presented for city council's consideration is a resolution accepting the completed work for the 2013 Dawson Street reconstruction project and authorizing final payment. The contract for this project was awarded to All American Concrete in the amount of $195,607.52. There were no change orders. However, quantity adjustments resulted in an increase of $4,791, bringing the final project cost to $200,398.58. Is there a motion to adopt the resolution as submitted?
So moved, Your Honor.
Scott?
Second, Your Honor.
Second, Phil. Any discussion, council? Again, a roll call vote beginning with Scott
Aye.
and Phil.
Aye.
Mark?
Aye.
Tom?
Aye.
Jeanette?
Aye.
Bob?
Aye.
And Osama?
Aye.
Motion carries 7-0. Item C, presented for city council's consideration is a resolution approving industrial waste contracts for the Muscatine Transfer Station. On September 17, 2009, City Council adopted a resolution allowing qualified industries to enter into industrial contract agreements for disposal of their solid waste. These contracts have ending dates ranging from November 1st, 2013 through December 15th, 2015. The industries with industrial contracts have agreed to extend their current contracts through June 30th, 2015. Is there a motion to adopt the resolution as submitted?
So moved, Your Honor.
Osama?
Second.
Second, Tom. Any discussion? Roll call vote beginning with Osama.
Aye.
Scott?
Aye.
Phil?
Aye.
Mark?
Aye.
Tom?
Aye.
Jeanette?
Aye.
And Bob?
Aye.
Motion carries 7-0. Item D, presented for City Council's consideration is a resolution authorizing the building official to proceed with specified work on the premises located at 112 Roscoe Avenue. Said property was destroyed by a fire on August 5th, 2013, and has been posted for no occupancy since August 13th, 2013. With no insurance on the property owners have no further interest in it. The property has been determined to be unsafe and unhealthy. Is there a motion to adopt the resolution as submitted?
So moved.
Jeanette?
Second.
Second, Bob. Discussion? A roll call vote, beginning with Jeanette.
Aye.
Bob?
Aye.
Osama?
Aye.
Scott?
Aye.
Phil?
Aye.
Mark?
Aye.
And Tom?
Aye.
Motion carries 7-0. Item E, presented for City Council's consideration is a resolution accepting completed work performed for painting at the Clark House and authorizing final payment. This contract was awarded to Terry & Sons in September 2013 in the amount of $48,782. All work associated with the contract has been completed. Is there a motion to adopt the resolution as submitted?
So moved.
I heard Mark over there.
Second.
Second, Phil. Any discussion? Roll call, beginning with Mark.
Aye.
Tom?
Aye.
Jeanette?
Aye.
Bob?
Aye.
Osama?
Aye.
Scott?
Aye.
And Phil?
Aye.
Motion carries 7-0. Item F, presented for City Council's consideration, is a resolution accepting the completed work performed under the rehabilitation of the Bond and Schley Pumping Stations project and authorizing final payment. The contract for this project was awarded to Hybrid Industrial Contractors on July 19, 2012, in the amount of $297,300. There were two change orders causing a deduction of $31,742.72 for a final contract amount of $265,557.28. The rehabilitation of both stations is now complete. Is there a motion to adopt the resolution as submitted?
So moved, Your Honor.
Scott?
Second.
Second, Jeanette. Any discussion? A roll call, beginning with Scott.
Aye.
Phil?
Aye.
Mark?
Aye.
Tom?
Aye.
Jeanette?
Aye.
Bob?
Aye.
And Osama?
Aye.
Motion carries 7-0. Item G, presented for City Council's consideration is a resolution authorizing an internal advance to the Tax Increment Revenue Fund for administrative and professional support costs. Cities in Iowa are required to certify the amount of TIF funds to be claimed for each TIF district no later than December 1st of the year prior to the fiscal year for which the funds will be collected. This internal advance in the amount of $116,500 will fund city staff costs for TIF administration and economic development efforts, as well as outside legal fees related to TIF administration. Is there a motion to adopt the resolution as submitted?
So moved, Your Honor.
Tom?
Second, Your Honor.
Second, Osama. Discussion? A roll call vote, beginning with Tom.
Aye.
Jeanette?
Aye.
Bob?
Aye.
Osama?
Aye.
Scott?
Aye.
Phil?
Aye.
And Mark?
Aye.
Motion carries 7-0. Item H, presented for City Council's consideration is a resolution authorizing an internal advance to the Tax Increment Fund for Chamber Economic Development Grant. This internal advance in the amount of $35,000 will fund the city's budgeted allocation to the Greater Muscatine Chamber of Commerce and Industry for economic development activities. Is there a motion to adopt the resolution as submitted?
So moved.
I'll give that to Scott in a second.
Second, Your Honor.
Second, Phil. Any discussion? A roll call vote, beginning with Scott.
Aye.
Phil.
Aye.
Mark.
Aye.
Tom.
Aye.
Jeanette.
Aye.
Bob.
Aye.
And Osama.
Aye.
Motion carries 7-0. Item I, presented for City Council's consideration, is a resolution authorizing an internal advance to the Tax Increment Revenue Fund Park Maintenance Building Project Architectural Services Costs. This internal advance in the amount of $19,900 will fund the architectural services agreement for this project. Is there a motion to adopt the resolution as submitted?
So moved, Your Honor.
I'll give that to Tom.
Second, Your Honor.
Second, Phil. Any discussion, council? A roll call vote, beginning with Tom.
Aye.
Jeanette.
Aye.
Bob.
Aye.
Osama.
Aye.
Scott.
Aye.
Phil.
Aye.
And Mark.
Aye.
Motion carries 7-0. Item J, presented for City Council's consideration is a resolution awarding the contract for the Weed Park Maintenance Building Project. 7 bids were received, with the low bid from High Brand Industrial Contractors in the amount of $398,550. Due to the higher-than-expected bid results, the original project financing plan of using TIF funds for 8 years is now proposed to be increased to 10 years. This project will be included in the June 2014 bond issue. Is there a motion to adopt the resolution as submitted?
So moved.
Boy, let's give that one to Bob, and a second, Phil.
Okay.
Okay, and any discussion, council?
Well, the only question that I would have here, is there any possibility we can downsize the building to accommodate the 8 years?
Rich can come up to the podium, but he has been in contact with the engineer, and the contractor has some suggestions for value engineering.
I have been in contact with the engineer in the consultant in the contractor, and there are areas that we can value engineer without losing any significance in the building itself. This building has no bells and whistles. It is the same size building as we built at the golf course and the same size building we built at the cemetery. So we will look for value engineering.
Thank you.
Is this entire building heated?
Yes, it'll be a heated building.
Okay, good.
Anyone else, council?
We had part of the building at the golf course that isn't,
Correct.
or wasn't originally heated and probably should have been.
Cold storage, half of it was cold storage and the other was heated storage. We did recover an electric heater from another building in the city, and we did put into the cold storage, and we were able to heat that other side also. So we did take advantage of that.
And there's always the potential that it could be paid off in less than 10 years, depending on the growth out there. The restaurant's not included in those numbers to date, I don't believe, the value of the restaurant. So, I mean,
Anyone else? Questions for Rich? Thank you, Rich.
All right, thank you.
Motion by Bob, second by Phil. Discussion is concluded. This is a roll call vote, beginning with Bob.
Aye.
Osama?
Aye.
And Scott?
Aye.
Phil?
Aye.
Mark?
Aye.
Tom?
Aye.
And Jeanette?
Aye.
Motion carries 7-0. Item K, presented for City Council's consideration is a resolution setting a public hearing for December 5th, 2013 at 7 p.m. On an urban renewal plan amendment. Is there a motion to adopt that resolution as submitted?
So moved, Your Honor.
Tom, and a second?
Second.
Second, Mark. Any discussion? Roll call, beginning with Tom.
Aye.
Jeanette?
Aye.
Bob?
Aye.
Osama?
Aye.
Scott?
Aye.
Phil?
Aye.
And Mark?
Aye.
Motion carries 7-0. Item L, presented for City Council's consideration is a request to approve the proposed core values, vision, and mission, and the 2014 Council and Management Agenda. Is there a motion to approve the request as submitted?
So move.
Bob?
Second.
Second, Scott. Any discussion?
councils, or mayor, on the goals, or the vision, excuse me, the mission, you'll note that there was several different examples that were provided based on Councilmember Lorette's recommendation that we add economic development. So if you could take a look at that quickly, at those three different options, I'd appreciate it if you could identify which was the council's preference.
I like option 3.
I'll agree with Councilman Spread.
That work consensus for everybody, or? Okay. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Okay. Any other discussion? Okay, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay? Carries 7-0. Item M, presented for City Council's consideration is a request to approve the 2 following traffic committee recommendations. Recommendation 1, installation of a stop sign on Clifford Street at Woodlawn Avenue. And item 2, installation of a stop sign on West 4th Street at Cherry Street and changing existing stop sign on West 4th Street at Broadway to a yield sign. Is there a motion to approve the request as submitted?
So moved.
I heard Mark over there,
Second.
and second Phil. Any discussion?
Well, it's not related exactly to these two items here, but I would like to ask, since it's a traffic committee issue, how about Hauser and the new street coming from the high school? Does the committee made any decision on what they would like to do for that intersection?
When it was initially opened up, we had one request to make it a four-way stop. And I directed the individual to get a petition started with the residents in the neighborhood to make it a four-way stop and give it back to the traffic committee, and I have not received one. As far as I know, it seems to be working. Members of the school district are on the traffic committee. They have not brought up anything about it, Osama. So unless we hear something that causes us to take action, like getting a petition, then we probably will not do anything more.
Thank you.
There is a stop sign when they're exiting,
Yeah.
but it's not on, we don't stop traffic on Hauser Street, which
Correct. And this,
don't think we want to
and
stop.
this request was to stop traffic on Hauser, so.
Thank you, Randy. Okay, on the two items recommended, we have a motion by Mark and a second by Phil. Any additional discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Motion carries 7-0. Item N, presented for city council's consideration is a request to approve the new general fund balance policy. The policy has sections describing 1, the purpose of the policy, 2, definitions of various classifications of fund balance, 3, the proposed new policy's updated target level, and 4, other policy provisions, and 5, administrative responsibilities. Is there a motion to approve the request as submitted?
So moved, Your Honor.
Tom?
Second.
Second, Scott. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Motion carries 7-0. And now down to item 14, communication from council members. We'll begin with Councilman Lorette.
Thank you, Mayor. I have nothing this evening.
Phil?
Nothing at this time, Your Honor.
Scott?
Thank you.
Osama?
I have nothing, thank you.
Nothing tonight, Your Honor.
Nothing, thank you.
Session is
Nothing this evening, Your Honor.
Wow, what a quiet crowd we have here. How about you, Greg?
Nothing tonight, Your Honor.
Okay. And Fran?
Gee, I feel like I should say something,
we
but I
had
don't
one.
have anything.
Oh, come on. And I have nothing. Council, any other business? Entertain a motion to adjourn?
Come on.
Meeting's adjourned.